Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Iris Dr. Pepper Sim series. We are here once again for Auto Club here today. We only have 39 cars starting out this race today. Just a couple of them coming out on track. Ian, he had a pretty good run at Atlanta just last race. Actually, speaking of, ladies and gentlemen, before we actually get into the race, that way I don't talk about the points during the race, let's actually go ahead and look at the points right now. Your points from Atlanta just after Atlanta and Daytona. After two races of 36. Technically after two races of 26 before the top 16 top 16 all get cut off. It looks like at the time being Aurora with a 15-point gap to the number 5 of Driz. It's a very big gap considering she DNF'd out of Atlanta before the end of the race. Stage win and that 4th place finish in the stage really gave a good gap to Driz, as I don't believe he really gained that many stage points. And then, speaking of Ian, ironically, the number 24 with 24 points, he currently sits in 10th place in the standings, holding on to a pretty good start to his season. Had a good run at Daytona, had also a pretty good run at, I'm pretty sure pretty good run at Atlanta is what gave him those points. He's basically the one reason Aurora didn't stage sweep that race, but he came up with 2nd place in the stage. So that's what gave him a few good points. So we come 2 minutes into this practice session. You can see the Pepsi number 29 of Kevin come out on track. The Sirius XM number 06 of Cookie. The number 8 of Kyle Busch for the next 5 races. Meaning, yes, race number 8 will be the return of the Iris number 8 of Grimmy. That is not Grimmy in that car for the next 5 races. Kyle Busch will be driving that machine. Right on the outside, number 88 picks. So you got the 88 and the 8. Both together right now. Let's see how well Kyle Busch can do driving for the number 8 of Grimmy. Let's see if he can get him his first win as a sub-driver today. With 2.5 minutes to go almost. Look through the rest of the field. There's Cody Ware. Yes, he has been renamed. I just realized I renamed him just his last name, Cody Ware. Well, too late to change it now. The Walmart number 51 of Cody Ware. Coming to the track. There's Condon, the 34. Dave, the number 9. Here's Johnny, the Arctic Glacier, number 97. Coming out on track. He's going to come out right next to Dave. Or at least right behind him. And here's Aurora, the woman who got the stage 1 win in Atlanta and got her first career win and her first ever point start at Daytona. And currently your points leader for the first 2 races of the season. Trying to hold it here at Auto Club. She's right now looking at the top of the chart. She has a 6th place running car in practice, but with 2 minutes left to go and around a 35-second lap time on this track, should be a pretty long race, about 3,500 seconds. Well, maybe 4,000 seconds at the maximum, I'd say. Pretty decently long race around Auto Club. But ladies and gents, 100 laps around Auto Club sounds like nothing. Just wait until you actually see how long this race will take. Once we get green flag racing, we will get green flag racing. Now see, we also could have done 20 laps, 30 laps, 50 laps, and tortured you guys a hell of a lot more. Instead we're doing 30, 30, 40, so that way, because we're being nice to you. Split it up into almost even thirds. Aurora and Chris currently at the top of the charts. Look at Crisco. Isaac, still the number 20. Still have not seen a paint scheme change for him. Still have not received the paint scheme change for Isaac. Driving for MDR. Justin Haley just got his first career win just last race. That puts him on the board with 30 points. Currently in the top 6 with points, just 1 point outside of the top 5. Santos with 31 just ahead of him. Haley looking to get a good points day. Nook, the number 86. He's looking for a good points day as he is 3 spots behind the cut line. Zane Smith, he's currently 4 spots above the cut line. He's currently sitting in 13th place. Cup, on the other hand, the number 98, hasn't really scored that many good points this season. He's below the cutoff line. If you're in the Discord looking at the standings, you will see he's not even in the score. And then Dino, the number 32, he's he's having a good run. Him, Hughes, and Ski Racer, they're currently top 5 in the points. They have 34 points collectively together. Yes, those three are going to be championship contenders, technically, because it is all one car, just different paint schemes. So, yeah, those three technically being all working together, but technically all just one person. Because they all have the same ratings. It is AI, remember. As we come to the close of practice, got 30 seconds remaining right here. Look at this single file train right here. This is what you want to see. Drivers getting all single file. Look at Cardi up to the top of the charts, 36.663. Only 2 numbers in that set of 5. Looking like it might be the last lap for a couple of guys right here. As these guys hit the back straightaway, this time is going to end up closing. There's Santos at number 60, and yes, that is it for practice. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to begin.
Drivers, to your cars.
And let's go ahead and meet your field of drivers.
Drivers, to your cars.
On the front row, it's the number 8 Overstock machine. It says Grimmy on the banner, but it's Kyle Busch on the outside. The Arctic Glacier, number 97 of Johnny. He's finally on the front row once again for the first time since Season 2. The number 8 and the number 97 side by side. And then Marlowe, the new number 07 Gatorade Dollar General machine on his outside. Pepsi, number 29 of Kevin. The number 86 of Nook on the inside of the number 12 of Jan. The number 20 of Boss on the inside of the number 22 of CD. The number 66 is Spacey on the inside of number 60 is Santos, and that is your top 10 right there. You got 4 JWR cars, my goodness. And then don't forget, you also technically got 2 MDR cars. And then 1 Team Penske machine. And in row number 6 going to be the number 51 of Cody Ware and the number 71 of Baraki. Row number 7, the 15 of Sonic, and then 47 of JDM. Row number 8 going to be the Cookie, number 06, and number 5 of Driz. Row number 9 going to be the 56 of Chris, and the number 11 of Cardi. Row number 10, rounding out your top 20 today, Todd Gilliland and the number 93 of Zach. Row number 11, Zane Smith and Scott McLaughlin. Row number 12, Cup and Kicks. Row number 13, Jimmy Johnson and Jeb Burton. Row number 14, Aurora, your points leader, and Zyler. Row number 16, going to be the number 18 of Blinkers, and the number 0 of Brian, Corey LaJoy, and the number 7 and Sleepy. In row number 17, row number 18 going to be Dave and Monkey, then Ian and Dino going to be row number 19, and rounding out the 39 car field here today will be the number 31 of Justin Haley. As I think Logano didn't even make the race again. He is the one driver that did not qualify. We only somehow could fit 39 cars on this track, which is surprising. But it's going to produce some great racing as we go down to get the command to fire engines for race number 3 of 36 of the season.
Drivers, start your engines.
You can see the backfire, and you can see them rolling off. The Toyota TRD Camry pace car pulls it out of the pick lane. And ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and go back through your top 10 once again to remind you who could be your top 10 drivers fighting for this win. On the front row, it's the number 8 Overstock Cadillac of Kyle Busch. On the outside, the number 97 Arctic Ford Dark Horse of John. Row number 2 going to be the number 7 Auto General and Gatorade Machine of Marlowe on the outside. The Pepsi, number 29 Ford Dark Horse of Kevin. Rounding out the top 5, starting off the rest of your top 10, number 86 Pontiac Hard Rock Machine of Nook. 6th place going to be Jan, the Sanzio, number 12 Ford Dark Horse for Team Penske. Row number 4, the number 20 Valvoline Machine of Isaac. This is hopefully his last race for DRC. On the outside, the other Team Penske machine, the 22 Travel Texas Blech, number 22 of CD, terrible driver. On the inside, row number 5, rounding out top 10, number 66 Tide Dollar General Machine of Spacey. On the outside, the Bomb Pop, number 60 of Santos. I believe this is his 3rd race already this season with that Bomb Pop car. If it brings him even more good luck with another top finish. Down the front straightaway, the leaders bring him down. All 39 cars out on track. Let's turn them loose. Down the front straightaway, and through the gears they go. We're green from California. 1 of 100 complete. We are 1% of the way through this race already, ladies and gentlemen. And Marlowe, who started row number 2, right behind him. He got the number 29 of Kevin charging hard. 8 of Kyle Busch. This is where Kyle Busch got his first win for RCR just after the Daytona 500 in 2023. And now look at him, replacing Grimmy in the number 8. He's driving that number 8 Cadillac hard at the front of the field. Lap 2 complete now, of 30 in stage 1. 29 laps, or 28 laps to go. And then number 8 holding a strong lead so far. Can Marlowe get up to him though? Looking for his first career win. Gianno looking for his first win since season 2. Flash, he doesn't really count it because he says it's too easy. Well, let's see how easy it is for him when in season 5 we go to the Madhouse Bowman Gray. Yes, that has also been announced. Bowman Gray will be the Clash for next season, not Johnny's home track, Lee USA Speedway. So that's going to be a change of pace for a couple of these guys, if only a handful have gotten some practice. Marlowe was actually the one who had the first flip and a very hard crash, which almost took him out of Daytona, but he was able to make a very fast recovery before Daytona and was actually able to make it in the testing sessions. If you were in the Discord, you more than likely saw that. So Marlowe's still showing that hard crash has not tainted his craft at all. He's still running top 5 right behind the number 8 of Kyle Busch. Let's go ahead and take a look back through. How about the number 71 of Rocky charging to the inside of Cody Ware, the number 51. Ware slides up the track into the outside wall. Couple of 3, almost 4 wide rows back there. Santos tries to dive it low on Spacey, not going to get there. Jan dives it low on Nook. Started outside of row number 3. He's currently still holding on to 6th place, battling for 5th with Nook. He's going to not take it down the back straightaway, though. Nook takes it on the outside, going to get a good push from his teammate, his Ford manufactured teammate. Look at Spacey on the outside giving CD a good push. Basically the opposite of what happened at Atlanta this season for D1. Spacey goes too high. Here comes Santos to the inside. Sonic as well. Spacey trying to hold on just in front of Sonic. This is a side-by-side battle for 9th place. Rocky back to the seat looking for a top 10 spot. But top 10's not all that matters. What really matters is the spot that Nook is holding up. Is look at those 3 cars just training away. It's basically just a super speedway race here in Auto Club. Nose to tail, nobody wanted to leave anybody's bumper. And especially look at how close Johnny is to Marlowe's bumper in round 1 and 2. Marlowe swings it wide. Look at the 97 to the inside once again. The number 8 and number 97 go 1 and 2. And it's basically how it was at the start of this race. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 97, 07, 29. And actually, I just noticed this Jan was in the wall right there. So he's going to lose major spots. He's going to drop down to 9. Santos gets sent wide by Spacey. Spacey holds him down on the 7th line. Currently running that 4th, now 3rd line upwards on the track. Couple guys like running that very high line, line up. It's very rare to see though, as Driz slots himself right behind Brocky. That puts him into 11th place. Here comes Todd Gilman in the number 34. Speaking of 34, well, I was going to say there's 34 to go, but actually there's not. There's 24 to go. Jimmy Johnson went wide. Chris, he's right here. This is actually Jimmy Johnson. If you notice in the trailer, he drove the same exact paint scheme that he drove in the trailer for Season 4. And look at this. He's driving it once again in actual Season 4. How incredible is that? Gotta love to see drivers having continuity. Denny Hamlin, he's not gonna get out of the way. The number 48 sticks it outside of the number 11. Now here comes Cup, the number 98, squeezing it, almost contact with the 48 and the 98. Jimmy Johnson almost into the wall, very close to it, trying to get a runoff. He is getting a runoff, still side by side with Cardi. I think I just called him Denny Hamlin down the back straight there. 3 wide, this is for position number, I think it's 15 or something. No, not 15. Position number 15 is JDM. This was for position number 17. Denny Hamlin takes it. Here comes Cookie, and not Denny Hamlin, Cardi. I got to keep on getting used to that. The number 11, Cardi. Currently sits in 17th now, right behind Chris in 16th and JDM at 15th. It's going to be a positions game. If you can't get good positions, you might as well say goodbye to any chance you have at making it to the front. Looks like Johnny got a checkup right here. He's really losing ground to the number 8 of Kyle Busch. Holding strong still, coming to 20 to go next time in stage number 1. And what a great race already. CD down to the inside of Nook, running the second, now highest line you can. That's what you want to run. You want to run a little bit lower line than a high line, then try and slide it up, coming down the back, get a runoff, and that's what he's going to do. Nook side by side with Santos. That's for the final 2 points of the stage. Stage points battle. Look at the number 34, the Aaron's Dream Machine to the inside of Brocky. That's for position number 10. They're going to be 2 by 2 by 2 by 2 down the front straightaway. Driz trying to get to the inside of Jan. That's Driz's old car from 2 seasons ago. The number 12, now driving for Because Racing, the Thompson, number 5. Sends it to the inside. Currently holding on the 12th, 10th place. This is the side-by-side battle for 9th. Jan trying to hold on to 10th. Todd Gillen and Brocky. They're fighting for 11th actually right now, so this is the battle for 9th and 10th between Driz and Jan. Jan's going to get the runoff down the back, but Jan's going to be able to... No, Driz holds the inside line. We saw pits at Daytona. No, not pits at Daytona. We haven't seen any green flag pit stops at all this season. So could Auto Club be the first race where we actually go green most of the way and no crashes? But let's see. Nook, Jan slides it inside. They are 3 wide. This is for 8th position. Driz sends it. Second lane deep, puts his left front tire right on the first lane. Gonna get clear of both of these guys, but is he gonna slot up in time? He doesn't slot up. He basically just gave away his chance at the top 8, and now Jan's gonna take advantage of it. Gonna make him regret it. Now Jan to the bottom 3 wide. Crossover move from Jan. Nook tried blocking, gets a little bit loose. They're gonna be 3 wide down the front straightaway again. Still 3 wide for the 8th position. CD Lamb, Spacey, and Monaco Jr., a.k.a. Santos, running away. Jan backs out of it. Let those 2 fight for 8th place. Jan just wants to fight for a top 10 spot, or at least fight to see another day. Driz sends it in, holding half his car on the second lane, half his car on the third lane. He's going to slot up now. Can he get clear of the number 86 of Nook? Yes, he can. Down the back straightaway. He has the lane up. He's going to get up there, but Nook with a bigger run, getting a push from Brocky. The number 71 Dodge Machine trying to get around Jan. He's in 8th, Nook in 9th, Brocky in 10th. Brocky, ooh, a little bit loose right there. Couple cars, 3 wide. Look at Cody Ware to the inside of Cup, Chris to the inside of JDM. You can just see battles anywhere out on track. Look at Aurora. She was really far back in this field at the start of this race. Now look at her. She's fighting for number 21, Zyler, for 20th place. She send it in. She knows the line around Auto Club. This was her first career win in the Iris Series, the Iris ODM Series. So she definitely knows how to bring herself around this track. Very great racer in the world. She's battling for 20th place right now as the battle for the lead still continues. JWR just hounding down the number 8 of Grimmy. And Johnny, the leader of that pack. Marlo gonna almost put himself into the outside wall. Here comes Santos. Has the number 66 pushing him hard. It's only 4 cars in JWR, but that doesn't mean that they can't push hard. It's only 2 cars right now for Monaco Motorsports. But that doesn't mean that they can't push hard either. Monaco's still holding on to 5th place, trying to get some stage points right here. He really needs them. Halfway down, halfway to go this time. In stage number 1. Santos gets sent wide. Johnny gets sent wide. Kevin to the inside. Side by side for 2nd place. Johnny trying to get a run on the high line. Santos trying to get a run on the high line too. Johnny almost clear of Kevin. Kevin still on his rear quarter panel. This is the side by side battle for 2nd. Back there, that's the battle for 5th place. Spacey sends it in. He's going to get behind his Dollar General teammate, the number 7, the Pepsi, number 29, and the Arctic Glacier, number 97. Let's actually look back so that way I don't seem like I'm just glazing my team. You look at this. Aurora gets past Zyler now. That's for the 20th position. Now she's right behind the 51 of Cody Ware, the number 56 of Chris, the number 8 of Cup, and the number 47 of JDM. This is currently the battle for 15th between Cup, Chris, and JDM. JDM almost into the wall. Gonna get a run off down the front. Cup has caught up high. Side by side with Chris right now. Aurora keeping it inside. Chris gonna really check up Aurora. Gonna go to the middle of Chris and Cody Ware. She can get there, that is. She is going to get there. To the middle she goes. She's going to split the gap between the Cup Racing teammates going in between Cup and Chris. She's going to slot up right in front of Cody Ware. She's going to take the spot away from Chris. She gets a 2-for-1 in that corner. Goes from 21st place up into 18th place with just a single lap. Aurora definitely slicing her way through this field like it's butter with a hot knife. Almost 4 wide ahead of her. Oh, JDM really has to check up inside. Jimmy Johnson on the outside. Johnson almost into the wall. Cody Ware tries slipping high. Aurora sees where she has to go. She's like a cow in a field right now, picking out which hole to go through. So stay with your group. kind of reminding me of the Cars 3 scene with Cruz Ramirez thinking of all the drivers as tractors. Well, Aurora, how ironic. It's a female racer. The rest of the field is tractors, and she's blowing right by them. This is now proven that female drivers are now better in the next gen. Well, we don't count you know. But Aurora really making a statement for female racers, just Roblox racers in general who are feminine. Really making a stance, especially in a sim series too, where it doesn't really matter, but she's still looking good out on track. To the inside she goes on JDM, she's going to try and split up at JDM, maybe, no. Gonna move JDM out of the way almost. Looking back towards the front, not Denny Hamlin, Cardi has caught up to number 86 Nook. Let's take a look at the top 5 again. Spacey slots into 5th place just ahead of Santos, but look at this, Kevin really up high. That's going to get him out of line. Here comes CD right behind Santos. It's a Ford party all behind the Cadillac. He got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Fords all in a row. Going from 2nd place back to 7th place. All behind the number 8 of Kyle Busch. And the driver who's chasing him down, how about the guy who had a very hard hit at Bowman Gray and had to have a very fast recovery before Daytona? It's the number 07 of Marlowe who's tracking him down, making a big gap to his teammate. Look at the gap. This is the biggest gap that we have seen all race long from anybody, and Marlowe is the one doing it, with help from Kyle Busch. 10 to go in the stage. Here comes CD to the inside. Spacey really going to lose some momentum. Johnny back up in 3rd. Well, does Spacey lose some momentum? Let's see. Spacey sends it in. Half the car, left side tires on the inside line. Rest of the car on the outer line. He has a clear lineup. Does he take it though? He's clear. He does it. Look at that. Johnny's just gonna let him in line. He's not even mad. He's impressed. How could you not be? You see your driver calling shit like that? Oh man, he might not be happy with this move from CD Lamb. These two already have a history. Johnny already hates CD Lamb. So does basically all of D1, calling him an undeserving winner. I basically agree with them. Personally, I'm pretty sure everybody agrees. He's an undeserving winner. And I really think the entire server is going to hate seeing him in the top 5 right now, fighting for stage points. Well, Kevin's going to take good care of that. He's going to go to the outside, take the spot away from CD. Push him back into 5th place, and now he's going to be at the mercy of the field behind him. Especially Driz, Santos, Brocky, and Johnny. These 4. Oh, man, don't get me started on how they feel about CD. I already know the 2 on the outside don't like him. Pretty sure Driz doesn't either. I don't know if Santos is even. But 3 of the 4 guys behind you hunting your ass down, you might want to run, boy. 8 to go. So we'll move on to the final stage points. Let's actually go ahead and see how fast they're running from these corners. Look at this. They're running 163 middle of the corner. Then down the back straightaway, you're going to see, because Johnny has the most draft right here off of these guys. Look at this. 200. They're going to be going 215 entering this corner right here. 216. They're just going so fast. They go, it's a 50-mile-an-hour difference from the middle of the corner to the end of the straightaway. That's how fast these guys are going. That's how amazing these crashes are sometimes. You just have spectacular crashes and you have great racing too. Johnny, but Brocky slipping line. He knows Brocky could have a faster run. Started 2nd place. Brocky started further back. But he's not going to be greedy. He's going to let the drivers that he knows are faster than him get around. But he knows that they're holding a worse line if they're on the inside. He knows what line they have to hold. They have to send it in, and then they clear him. That's what he respects. He respects drivers that can clear themselves, but they can actually make the slide job. Look at Todd Gilliland to the outside, the number 34. Johnny tries holding Driz lower, but that's just going to give him a lot less momentum. Driz going to hold the inside side by side. Jimmy Johnson, whoo man. I think he almost got hooked off the front bumper of Cup. He's making moves back here. Look at Jan. He was top 6 early in this race. He's not even top 10 anymore. A bunch of drivers who started top 10 in this race, not even top 10. Kyle Busch, the dominant car today, has already led a quarter of the laps from Auto Club. He had a pull away at the start of this race, and now he's just had a dominance at the front of this field. Look at Marlowe. Trying a higher line. Does it happen? No, not looking like a Kyle Busch going to get a better run down the front. 5 to go at the line. 5 more laps around Auto Club. We look further back. You can see Isaac, 39th car, back out on track. Kyle Busch Currently, a whole front straightaway away from Isaac. Hopefully, he can have better equipment that for the MDR merge once he gets his actual car. And hopefully he can have a teammate in the number 4 of his team owner, the number 4 of Demonic. A couple of people have said because he is co-owner of the server and Brocky is too, they should not be allowed to race. It's been a rule for the start of the season, but there are some people that hate it, some people that like it. I'm personally in the middle. I kind of hate it, but also at the same time, they didn't really ask for it. They just were put in there because they do a way better job than Cup. And right now, Rocky definitely showing that being a sim driver. Oh my goodness, Todd Gillen and Johnny are really holding up a pack. Look at this. Man, if I was Johnny, I'd move out of the way. Well, I am him, but if I was my AI, I'd probably move out of the way. Look at his old teammate Cardi giving him a bump draft down the back. Oh man, we're gonna see an accident here in a second. Sonic getting put in the middle. Cardi, oh, big hit to the outside wall. For some reason, that opens up the hood flaps. Don't know how the fuck that works, but okay. 3 to go now. If you're Brocky, how willing are you to hunt down the number 6? Look at this. Oh man, okay. I was about to talk about Brocky. Still talking about this almost forward wide for a second. Hopefully this pack simmers down before the white flag. These guys know they're not really fighting for any points. Santos is, though, and he has about a little over a minute until he has to make the move. Well, he has about a minute until he has to make the move on CD. If he doesn't make the move by 3 and 4 on the white flag, it's basically over for his stage point chances. That's how dire it is. Top 5 only scoring stage points. You can't just settle into the top 10 and just ride around. You have to actually battle. And it's looking like Kyle Busch might sweep tired of stage number 1. Let's see. Down the back straightaway. Less than 2 to go. Does anything happen in the back? There's Monkey. There's Ian. He's currently sitting 10th in points. This is really not going to look good for him. Or actually, is it 10th in points? Yes, it is 10th in points. So this is not really looking good for him. He wouldn't be scoring points at all with this position. And look at this. White flag in the air one more time around Auto Club. Stage number 1, and it's been the number 8 of Kyle Busch at the front of this field. Grimmy has got to be loving this. I think Grimmy giving himself a suspension at Atlanta last race might be his saving grace for his season at the start of it already. Coming down the back, you see the command that I am typing. By the time they enter 3 and 4, we will be throwing the yellow. There we go. Caution is out, signifying to the driver to sit back. And it's going to be the number 8 of Kyle Busch leading all 30 laps in the first stage of this race. Kyle Busch wins stage number 1. Then Marlowe 2nd, Spacey 3rd, Kevin 4th, and 5th place going to be CD. There's the pace car right there as they round the turn. Very well done for Kyle Busch. Let's see if we have pit stops, though. Is the rest of the field catching up? There's Zyler, the number 21. Aurora. Let's see where she got up to. She stayed in the top 20, so that's pretty good for her, your points leader. And yes, the entire field coming down for pits. Let's see how well that Cadillac crew work on this number 8 machine. See how well they can complete a pit stop. See if they can keep them on the fucking lead. If you can't notice, I like to swear a lot in these videos so that way we get a PG-13 rating. And we aren't, obviously posted for kids. The number 8 Kyle Busch brings him down pit road. 55 miles an hour. Let's go ahead and see what happens. We look at our pit lane camera right here. Nah, let's not do that. We're going to actually give you fans a bit of the action right here. You see everybody turning into the pits. You see most of these guys at the front of the field turning into the pits early. Or very late, I mean. Grimmy has Kyle Busch has 2 spots ahead of Marlowe and Kevin. So this might be very detrimental. Marlowe drops the jack quickly on the right side, quickly to the left side. The 07 team drops the jack. They're off and away. Kyle Busch barely beats Marlowe out. Oh, door slams Marlowe. feel like if you get put in the number 8 car, you're basically cursed to being a douchebag. Now look at this 3 wide battle out of the pits. Another 3 wide battle, but this one's going to be a little bit more obvious for who gets it. And that's your field for, I guess they're scoring Marlowe out in the lead, I don't know why. Pit stops completed after stage number 1. We'll be doubling them up this time around down the back. I guess we're not doubling them up. Oh my goodness. There we go, okay. My bad, ladies and gentlemen, I had to click on better cautions and enable it. Here we go. Down the front straightaway once again, Marlowe on the inside, Grimmy on the inside. I guess they did give Marlowe the lead. Exiting pits, through the gears they go. We're green! Again, from Auto Club. But Grimmy, or not Grimmy, Kyle Busch once again with an amazing restart. Man, he is just unbeatable. I feel like if these guys even want a chance at this win, they're going to need to find a way to keep that number 8 behind some of them. Because he is just so powerful. Start to look at Kevin, fighting with Marlowe on the outside, side by side. Look at Brocky on the outside, trying to get around Spacey. He's going to get the bumper ahead of him. He's going to have the edge. Kevin and Brocky going to have the edge on the drivers on the inside. Got all the general cars as they enter 3 and 4. Whoa, the 97 went wide. Oh, this might be an issue. Brocky in the wall. Anybody else in the wall in the restart? Todd Gillen, nobody else. But look at this separation. Look at this. From the stands. Just look at that. You know what, ladies and gentlemen? I feel generous today. Let's give you another couple flybys. There was trouble down the back straight away if he did not catch that Scott McLaughlin riding along the outside wall. Oh man, we're 4 wide right here. Look out. Ooh. 4 wide always scares me at this track. Let's go ahead and actually take a look back at what happened to Scott McLaughlin. Because that was just very insane. Go ahead and see right here. Wish we could do split screen, but Scott McLaughlin. Oh! He followed Justin Haley to the outside wall. Really wish I would have caught that. I would have definitely thrown a caution for it. I feel very bad now. And then he just rode along the wall the entire time. Scott McLaughlin did. Take a look at what he didn't. More than likely what he did is just drop back out a lot. Once again, nobody could challenge the number 8 at the front of the field. Oh, look at this 4 wide once again. A Dodge, a Pontiac, and 2 Chevrolets. One of these guys was just in the wall a few laps ago. Well, 2 laps ago. Oh, monkey, don't slide on too much. Oh, this always concerns me. Look at this 3 wide down the back. It's still a Dodge, Chevrolet, and Pontiac. Hold on a second. Where did Aurora come from? She's up into this Hot 15 now. Look at that girl go. She's definitely on track to be a contender for this win if she can get up to that number 8 car. Or if she can slice through the field a bit more. She's got 21 laps to go to make her way up through this field in 15th place. If she can get into the top 10 by the start of stage number 3, I feel like we could see that 46 do something with it. We could see her be a contender once again here in Auto Club, guys. You know who else could be a contender? I think that number 48 of Jimmy Johnson holding on to the final stage position right now. Well, I say that, then here comes Santos. But Johnson's going to get the runoff right here. Gianni almost puts himself into the wall, oh my god. Look at this, Cup trying to follow Dino, and Aurora just has Nook all over her ass. Just trying to give her a bump draft down the back straightaway, saying Cup and Dino. These guys know bump drafting is basically, just Michigan. But just a little, I think it's the same amount of banking, just a little bit less maybe, but Yeah, Auto Club basically is Michigan with how fast these guys go running. But once we get to Michigan, Lord, ladies and gentlemen, you're gonna love how fast they are. Look at this single file racing. You gotta look at Aurora running really up high, Cup trying to block it. But that's just gonna give him a run down the front. Well, maybe, unless he holds up Aurora. Let's see, is Aurora pushing the wrong guy again? Doesn't look like it. She's gonna give Cup a good push. Cup goes lower, then Denny Hamlin and Aurora holding it in the third lane. Aurora and Hamlin holding it up in the fourth lane. Trying to get some runs. Aurora gonna get a push from the ass of Jan. 18 to go this time, stage number 2. Cup holding strong. Up at the front, no, oh, Santos might not be for a little bit. Ooh, he's almost on the wall. Look at Jimmy Johnson. He's up at the 4th. You got the Dollar General boys right behind Kyle Busch once again. Kyle Busch already looked like he's going to have the most laps led by the end of this race. Also, this is the first race where fastest lap will actually matter because it's just a speedway, not a super speedway where everybody's running the same speed. And looking at the fastest lap right now, it's Spacey being the first driver that I've seen in quite some time breaking a sub 36 second time by 3/1000 of a second. Look at Marlowe sending it wide. Look at Marlowe get the runoff. Spacey on the inside trying to get clear. The Dollar General boys. That's what I'm going to call them from now on, the Dollar General boys. Whenever they're running these schemes together. The DGB side by side. Marlowe on the outside, Spacey on the inside. Johnson follows Spacey. Trying to see what he's doing down there. Marlowe trying to get a run off on the high line. Oh, look at Marlowe. Watch this run. Big run coming for the 07. Look at this. Gonna get really clear of Spacey entering 3 and 4. Spacey tries to clear Johnson. Johnson is just gonna make him run high. Oh, Kevin, I think got into Johnson a little bit. That might be looked over. Marlowe into the whoop. Almost into the wall. Lap 45 of 100 underway. We're already 44% of the way through this race. This race going by pretty quickly. We aren't going to finish it before the 1 hour mark, but I'd say we're going to have a pretty short racing day. It's already been over an hour races so far this season. But I feel like long green flag runs is really what's going to be the factor in this race. Because the longest green flag run I think we had at Daytona was 15 or 10 or 15 laps. So, and then at Atlanta, it was the entirety of stage number 1. So I feel like what we're going to see here is probably green flag pit stops in stage number 3. It's an extra 10 laps, and these guys had to pit after only 30 laps in stage 1, mind you. So I feel like by the end of the stage, if these guys pit, they might have to try and start saving fuel. We could see a fuel strategy race by the end of the race here in Auto Club today, folks. And that could be what we're leading up to if we go green all the way. But watch me say that now, gosh, at the start of stage number 3, and then it ends up ruining all of this strategy. But I'm not going to say anything yet. We still got 14 to go in stage. Anything could happen. And if they have a caution within the last 10 laps, do they pit or do they stay out wanting to pit at the end of the stage, getting some good stage points? Because stage points are everything. You got to be top 5 for them. So do you want to try and stay out and fight? Or do you want to pit and fight for the big picture? 30 points at the end of this race with the win. Look at Johnny to the inside of CD, side drafting and Team Penske on the outside. Driz. CD almost putting himself way up the track. He's going to put himself up into the 5th lane. Here comes Eiler. Here comes Johnny. And the 97 clear the 22, but did he find the gap up there? No, he doesn't. CD with his teammate all in his ass. Typical Team Penske being freaking gay. I did not say that. It was my evil clone. The 97 going to slot right in line right here down the back, but CD with a good run. Full head of steam. Will he take the run to the inside? No, he doesn't. He's going to try and diddle Johnny, but Johnny's going to be like, oh, hell no, get away from me. He's going to run a little bit higher line. He's going to get out of CD's way. He's like, hell no. Look at this up here. Once again, Spacey and Marlowe side by side. That's going to give Marlowe a runoff down the front. 12 to go. And let's go ahead and do some Dr. Pepper Sim series. Crank it up, ladies and gentlemen. What do you say? How was that for them crank it up, ladies and gentlemen? Coming to 7 to go. The 8 has led the entire 53 laps that we have gone so far. He's looking to dominate the entire race. I wouldn't be surprised if he did. But if we have green flag pit stops in the final stage, that might end it. Hey, if he could even lead up to 80 laps in this entire race, I'd be surprised. Even though, actually, no. Marlowe led 2 laps in the caution, so he's only led 51 laps now. It's going to be a bit of an asterisk right there because he did lead exiting the pits, but Marlowe, I guess, they give Marlowe. Here we go, Spacey to the inside of Marlowe. Let's see what happens. Teammates side by side. Oh, hold on a second. How about Kevin and Driz side by side with CD? Kevin trying to get away. Driz finds a slot on the outside. Does he take it? No, he sends it to the middle again. 5 to go next time round in stage number 1. Driz trying to slot behind Kevin. Oh, woo. Almost contact between them. Go ahead and look back where there could be. Hold on a second. Okay. She's still in 15th. Okay, I thought she gained a little bit more. Looking back, Chris in 56. He's fighting for tops 50. He's fighting for a top 21 spot right now with the 51 with Cody Ware. Cody Ware actually had a good outing in Atlanta. Having a good outing here today, holding on to a top 20 spot most of this race. Currently first spot outside of what would be scoring points at the end of this race. So if you're Cody Ware, do you want to try and push the car harder, or do you want to try and push it a little bit later? And right now, we're on the Chris lap number 56. Let's see if Chris can do anything on the Chris lap. It's pretty ironic that we're watching him. Around the outside, look at Jeb Burton ripping that entire. Did you see Jeb Burton up there? He rarely left that 5th lane. And look at the run he's going to get towards Nook right here. Oh, he's going to get a huge run. Got taken out of Atlanta early in the... Or actually, didn't even complete a lap at Atlanta. Just hyping him up, thinking that he was going to go back-to-back Atlanta wins after he won it in the first little bit of Season 3 that we did before skipping to Season 4. He ended up not even completing a single lap as he pit early on. Separated the field. Caused a pretty good strategy between the 2 packs, seeing how they would merge together. So I guess Jeb Burton really gave us something to look forward to in Atlanta during that race. So props to Jeb Burton. But with 3 laps to go now in the stage, go ahead and take a look back at the lead. It is not even changed at all. Jimmy Johnson, that's a change. He was 5th place at the start of the stage. Now he's right behind Marlowe in the number 7. But Marlowe's going to get a good run. Can he get a good run to Grimmy? Let's see. Has the drafts, the car links. The gap within 1 car link, but can Marlowe send it in, or is it going to go wide again? Once again goes wide. I feel like these guys just get a little bit too scared when they're running behind somebody, so they just send themselves wide. But let's see if he can do anything within the last 2 laps. The gap's now. The gap now, 4 car links, or around 4 car lengths. Can Marlowe catch that back as they gain 1.4 car lengths each lap? The gap, 1/4 of a second. Oh, wait, look at this run from Marlowe. Does he send it in? This is the closest anybody's been to the number 8's bumper all race. But Marlowe takes it outside. That was the closest anybody's been all race, and he doesn't even do anything with it. Man, Jimmy Johnson's going to be disappointed because he wanted to battle that 8 car for 2nd place, but I guess it's going to be a battle for 2nd between Marlowe and Jimmy Johnson. White flag in the air one more time around stage number 2 in Auto Club. Let's see if Marlowe can get another run going. Remember, once we hit 3 and 4, we will throw the yellow. Grimmy. Kyle Busch filling in for Grimmy. Dominates the entirety of stage number 2. This time around, he will have led 58 laps in this entire race. Marlowe has only led 2, and those have been under caution. Ladies and gentlemen, that number 8 sweeping the stages in Auto Club. Kyle Busch 1st, Marlowe 2nd, Jimmy Johnson 3rd, Spacey in 4th, and Johnny comes home 5th, collecting the last 2 points for the stage. 40 laps to go. Caution waves for the 2nd time only in this race in 60 laps. Pretty surprising for an auto club race, but I feel like if we get some cautions very late on, we could see a restart. Let's go ahead and see if they're going to pit again, though. Yes, they are going to pit again. Gonna go ahead and take a look right here. Number 8 of Grimmy and the number 07 of Marlowe. Bring them down. Right behind Jimmy Johnson, Spacey, and Johnny are top 5. Marlowe beat Grimmy out of the pits last time. Let's see what happens. I feel like the outside line is where you want to be. That's where Grimmy's been the last couple restarts. So I feel like if you're on the outside, you could get a good run. Not Grimmy, Kyle Busch, my God. Dino, first car pulling it off. Jimmy Johnson, second car. Zyler, third car. Aurora, fourth car. And the fifth car, well, it's a bunch of cars pulling it off. Bunch of Chevrolets, too. Spacey and Santos, they're going to pull it down into their stalls. Marlowe and Grimmy, they pull it into their stalls. Oh, man. Oh, I keep on calling him Grimmy. Kyle Busch. Oh, man, it's going to be a side-by-side battle exiting these pits. Marlowe and Kyle Busch going to be side-by-side again. Nah, Kyle Busch gets out and away first. Jimmy Johnson going to be second, though. Where is he? Did Marlowe get out ahead? Marlowe got out in second place. Marlowe going to see how that outside line works now. See if anything different happens in stage number 3. Going to be restarting. 36 to go in this race. Going to be an extra 6 laps than we ran in stage number 1. They made it all the way under. Let's see if an extra 6 laps is what's going to cost them to start fuel saving and possibly pitting under green. And let's see if that number 8 cannot get a good start on the inside this time. Let's see if the outside's where you want to be for these restarts. Once again, the third time in this race, the Toyota TRD Camry pace car pulls it in, down the front straightaway, and through the gears they go. We're green once again from Auto Club. And holy crap, Marlowe gets the jump. The number 07 trying to get clear of the number 8 at the round 22. Marlowe still side by side with Grimmy as they're round 1 and 2. Ripping it down the back. Marlowe and Spacey gets cleared. Dollar General Duo 1 and 2 at the front. For the first time in this race, Kyle Busch isn't going to lead a lap under green. It's going to be the number 07 of Marlowe finally leading. Now, is that going to be the downfall of the number 8 car? How does he get back up to the lead with 35 laps to go from Auto Club? Marlowe trying to hold strong. Marlowe knows that he's the second best car all day, but let's see what he can do with it. Trying to get away from Spacey, right behind his teammate, getting a good push from the number 8 of Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch led 58 of the first 60 laps of this race. Marlowe led 2. That was under caution. Marlowe looking to lead his first 2 laps under green right here. Spacey tries going outside. Oh, he almost got loose. Zyler into the outside wall with help from Driz. He's really going to be riding that wall right across the entire half of the front straightaway. Dino to the inside. CD to at the Team Penske 3 wide. That's for 10. Cut to the inside of him. That's going to do some time. They tighten him up through the corner. Top 3 all under a blanket, trying to get away from the rest of the field. Santos, aka Monica Jr., came up second place at Atlanta. Once again, running top 5 most of the entirety of this race. He's trying to not look back. He's trying to just look forwards at an opportunity for a first career win once again. 33 to go from Auto Club. To the inside goes Grimmy on the number 66 of Spacey. Let's see if this gives Spacey a runoff. Or can the number 8 of Kyle Busch. I keep on calling him Grimmy. Get clear. Spacey with the run on the high line. This is what's really going to check up that 8 car. Here comes the 66. Is he going to get enough run? The number 8 at the left rear quarter panel. At the Leslie University logo, right as they enter 3 and 4 once again. Spacey, whoa, that's a little bit tight right there. Kyle Busch gets clear up in a second. Look at this. Kyle Busch still can make passes. For the first time I've seen in this race with my own eyes, there's actually a pass for a top position. And it's not from somebody making a mistake. It's from the number 8 of Kyle Busch running his line. Who's going to lead the funny number lap? Busch already has the most laps led in this race. He's led more than a half. So whatever Marlowe does, even if he leads the last half of this race, or last 42 laps of this race to its fullest, 32 laps of this race to its fullest, nothing will change. It will still be the number 8 at the top of the charts. Number 8 and the number 66, still the two fastest cars. Top 3, what has been the top 3 for basically almost all of this race, is currently still at the top of the charts for the fastest lap. Marlowe's still trying to turn a faster lap than his teammate Spacey. It's all Fords surrounding the one Cadillac in this field. Kyle Busch hasn't gotten a win in the Sim Series since before he was replaced by Brocky in the number 18. That was season number 1. He's trying to go back to victory lane. He did it at Auto Club the last time he did it. Now he's going to go to the inside of Marlowe down the front. We're side by side for the lead! For the first time in this race, we're side by side for the lead with 30 to go. Marlowe knows what he has to do. Can't get spooked like Spacey did. He has to keep running his line. Run that side line. Dig deep. Get the runoff. That's exactly what Marlowe's going to do. That's exactly what Spacey's going to do. Slot in line right in front of the 8. It's right next to the 8. That's what's going to help his teammate increase the gap even more a little bit. Spacey low, a little bit too high of the line. Has to collect himself back once again. Can he get a runoff and get back to the outside of the number 8? No, he can't. Wait. Yes, he can. Spacey stays on the outside. Is he going to have the edge entering 1 2? No, it's going to go into Kyle Busch, holding it on the inside. A very great battle for this win. All the way to the end. It's going to be a nail-biter all the way. Spacey holds it on the outside, still not letting the 8 get a run. Spacey going to have the edge entering 3 and 4 this time. Now he doesn't have Marlowe in front of him to mess him up, but Santos has Spacey ahead of him to mess him up. Spacey, gets a little bit tight again. I feel like 3 and 4 is going to be where Spacey gets tight a lot, but he's going to get a runoff once again down the front. They're still side by side for second, side by side for third. Johnny on the inside, Santos on the inside. This might be what's to come. These guys still have a little bit fresh tires, but the tires starting to get a little bit more heated up. That's what you don't want. You want to try and save your tires. Kyle Busch sends it to the inside of Marlowe, but Marlowe gonna get the runoff down the back once again. Spacey trying to almost cleared himself. Kyle Busch did. We almost had our first incident of the day. Look at the 97 trying to send it inside. Trying to shake up Kyle Busch in the number 8. No, he's going to push him around Spacey. Could this be a strategy? Trying to push him around your driver. Or might be giving him false hope. Because now Spacey on the outside once again. The number 8 of Kyle Busch is just in a JWR sandwich. He has nowhere to go. He has teammates all around him working together. The 97 going to get to his left rear quarter panel. The number 66 is Spacey. Going to give a push on the right. Down the back straightaway. The number 66 sends it low. Oh, Grimmy gets tight. Or not Grimmy, Kyle Busch gets tight. Look at the 97 up to second. Look at the whole pack catching him. Oh, police. Johnny gets clear for second place. He is clear, but does he take it? He knows he is clear, but they want to extend the gap even more. Spacey in the middle, 4 wide. Jimmy Johnson sending it through the middle. What a move! Look at Santos. He's up in the 4th place. He's clear all the way to the top as well. No, he's not. Kevin sticks it in. Spacey tries going inside. We got a battle everywhere on the track. Trouble! First crash of the day! And we're going to call it before anything else happens. We're going to call it before anything else happens. Trouble, 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 trouble. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Oh my goodness, thank God we called it right then and there. First accident of the day. And it's from Santos clearing himself, and Marlowe's gotta be pissed. You gotta be wondering, come on man, you go green for the entire race when the 8 car is leading, but when I need a green flag run the most, you don't do it. Santos pulls it into the pits, almost taking a couple others with him. I do not believe Kevin brought it into the pits. Kevin really got away with a little less damage, but he really got held back. Let's actually go ahead and take a look back at that incident and see how it unfolded. As you can see, down the front, back straightaway right here. Let's take a look at our helicopter. Santos thought he was clear. He moved out of line. And then right here, I don't know what happened, but right here, entering 3 and 4, he sees Spacey on his inside. And right here, this is what he's going to do. He's Oh, he's coming up the track on Kevin. Yeah, Kevin's holding his line. If anything, Kevin's getting really close to the wall. Nothing that 29 can do, and then Santos just runs him out of room. Kevin's trying to hit the wall and can't really do anything about it. Santos gets turned into the outside wall. Caution comes out just a few seconds later, and then this was the scary part right here, is the number 60 Santos. And watching this, you're seeing Dave. Oh man, Dave almost gets hooked. And then you're seeing Jan. Oh man, Jan gets contact. And then right here, Jan almost gets hooked. And then right here, you're thinking, oh man, Sonic's gonna get cut across. And then look at the entire field. You think Justin Hay is gonna hook Brian? It's just a chain reaction, which is why I sadly had to throw the caution. We were having a great race up front and in the back of the field, but with how dangerously Santos to the inside line, that might be a penalty for an unsafe merge into the pits for Santos. And it really hurts me to do that to him, because it's really gonna hurt him. He's just been getting ass kicked the entire season, and then doing that to him, giving him a penalty, is really gonna hurt me. It's gonna hurt me more than it probably hurts him. But no pit stop. Oh wait, do pit stops happen? Hold on. Oh no! Johnny blowing up! Oh man, did not have a good race at Atlanta. Did not have a good race at Daytona. Got DNF'd out of Daytona. He basically didn't even score points at Atlanta. And now he's going to be DNF'd out of Auto Club with 23 laps to go in this race with a blown engine. Oh man, your champion he's definitely not going to have a championship season this time. Gonna pull it into the pits. We might have to extend the pace laps a little bit longer because of speed dry. You never know. Well, I mean, it is on the apron, so yeah, Johnny with an ignition failure. So round 3 and 4 again. That's one car out of the race. Well, actually, we only have 37. What the heck? We only have 37 cars in this race. Okay, then. I guess Auto Club can only fit 37 cars, so I guess a couple other guys didn't even make it. Well, let's see what happens. Down the front straightaway, we're coming at 21 to go at the line. Down the front straightaway into the restart zone. And through the gears they go, we're in again. Yeah, and my prediction is right. The outside line is the lane you want to be in. Look at Marlowe, look at Spacey through the middle, 4 wide. Marlowe trying to clear on Spacey. Whoa, that's really going to check him up. Big checkups down the back. Not what you want to see. Oh yeah, this is really not what you want to see. You're going to see a bunch of guys sliding it wide right here. Oh man, here we go. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Kevin in the wall. Woof. Ryan too. If we have a couple other guys start smacking the wall, we'll throw a caution again. Don't want any incidents to happen. Whoa, somebody hit the wall. Whoa. Uh-oh. Johnson. Oh, Laura hits him. Oh, man. How are they keeping this straight? Oh, man, I'm scared. Might throw a caution if Jimmy Johnson cannot maintain racing speed and starts holding up drivers. Whoa. Uh-oh. Cup. Oh, no. Oh. Oh, no. Cool. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. And we're gonna see an incident. Oh my god, we're gonna see an incident. We're gonna see an incident. We're gonna see an incident. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. If we see another car start riding the wall in 3 and 4, we will be throwing the yellow. I'm being silent. I am deathly focused on this racing back here. I don't want anything to help. Oh god, we got 5 wide. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Oh, Jimmy Johnson into the wall. Oh man. Okay, I'm gonna start calling it. Too many drivers hitting the wall and really stacking up. It's gonna cause a major incident. I don't want that to happen. Too many drivers into the wall. I'm sorry. Did Spacey take the fucking lead? Where the fuck was this earlier, Spacey? Well, take a look at what he didn't. Because we got 15 laps to go now. Gonna be restarting with 13.
And Spacey's going to be in the lead. Once again, Kyle Busch on the outside. I feel like Spacey didn't even know that the caution was coming out. Because he was just looking in his mirror. He wasn't really expecting it to be a caution because of how many guys were just barely missing the wall. But also, you got a bunch of guys riding the outside wall with guys right behind him getting stacked. If you saw what happened with Santos, all it takes is one wrong move and then somebody's in the outside wall and almost wrecking the field. So, better be safe than sorry. Down the front straightaway through the years they go. We're green with 13 to go from Auto Club. And this time, it's a dead heat start. No advantage. Let's see who gets it into 1 and 2. Spacey has the edge in 1 and 2. Inside. He's gonna knock it clear of the A of Kyle Busch. But he's gonna hold it to the inside in 3 and 4. Maybe. No. Watch the pack back here. Oh, here we go. Jan's really stacking him up. Look out, look out, look out. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Jan is really stacking him up. Something might be wrong with the 12 car here. Is Jan running out of gas? Something might be wrong with the number 12. Something seems very wrong with that number 12. He's not even reaching 200. He's barely reaching 205. I'd say he's slow, but nothing's really going on with him. I guess he's just being Jan. Although it did cause a major stack up in the field, and I do want to be fair. So we will be throwing the yellow again, to be fair to the field. Because we did throw cautions whenever the field got stacked up at Atlanta. If you remember that. So we'll be restarting with 6 to go in this race this time round. And now this time, it's a switcheroo of the front row. Lead Kyle Busch on the inside, Spacey on the outside, looking for his second career win in the series. He got it in Season 2 at Chicagoland. He then went 3 in a row. Or 2 in a row, my bad. So he's looking for his third career win. Let's see if he can get it done here in Auto Club, getting his first win of the season. Down the front straightaway once again, into the restart zone. And through the years they go, we're green. 6 to go from Auto Club. Marlowe gonna give a good push to his teammate on the outside. Kyle Busch is just holding his head low. You really can't do anything about it. You're not getting the good push on the inside. You really can't do anything about it. Most he can do now is just sit back and try to see what he can do. Marlowe gonna get a run down the back straightaway. He's gonna get to the outside of the number 8. If we have a caution before 5 to go, we will have, or after 5 to go, we will have overtime. Rounding 3 and 4, Marlowe on the outside of the number 8 of Kyle Busch, trying to get a run off once again. Kyle Busch holds it low. Anybody into the wall back here? Did I just see somebody in the... Okay, no, nobody's getting held up. Nobody in the wall. We're keeping it green. Spacey holds the lead. The number 8 of Kyle Busch trying to run the inside line. Spacey holds him down there, trying to give him dirty air. Kyle Busch gonna get down the back straightaway. Gonna try and keep it to the inside of Spacey, but Spacey gonna get the runoff down the back straightaway. Coming to 4 to go. Looking like we're just gonna have this ready just in case. If anything else happens, we will be throwing the caution. Nobody into the wall. We're good. If we can stay like this for only 3 more laps, we could get it done. Once we collect the white, the checkers will be the only flag that ends the race. Not the caution, not anything else. Just the checkers will be all we see when we cross the line unless we have a caution on the last lap. Which right now, it's looking like we might not if these guys can get themselves all sorted up. Santos really going slow, though. Looks like Jan got his issue fixed. He's running good again. Actually, speaking of Jan, look at him! Where is Jan getting all this speed from? That number 12 was just at the back of this field not even a few laps ago, and he is tearing up that inside line. Okay, is there something up with that car? He's actually running that inside line really fucking good, and now I'm actually starting to get suspicious. No, okay, what the fuck is going on? What the fuck? Okay, yeah, Jan is just gonna get fucking... Okay, yeah, Jan's just gonna get DSQ'd post-race. What the fuck is this shit? What the... This is the weirdest glitch I've seen ever. What the fuck? Look at this! What is that? Okay, yeah, this is the real fight for the win right here. The fucking 8 and the 66. I don't know what the fuck is up with the 12 card. Yeah, that's... Yeah, no. We're not counting. That's bullshit. This is the race for the win, ladies and gentlemen. Don't let that 12 car affect you. He will be disqualified for this race because that is a glitch in the game. A white flag one more time around for the 66 of Spacey. Trying for now his 3rd career win in the Sim Series. Yeah, no, you cannot go from fucking outside of the top 30 and within 3 laps go into the top 10. That's impossible. For the final time through 3 and 4, does the 8 car try anything? Kyle Busch, does he have one last move? Taking it outside, not gonna happen. He's gonna make himself he's gonna give himself to the prey, make himself prey. Checkered flag, waving it's over. It's the 66 of Spacey for the 3rd time in the Sim Series. And Demonic is ruining the end of this race. Thank you, Demonic, for fucking spamming my DMs right where I don't need it most. And that's going to be the end of this race, ladies and gentlemen. A great race all the way to the end. 3 different leaders, surprisingly. And at the end, the last lap is all that mattered. And the driver that led it was number 66 of Spacey. And let's actually go ahead and go through the field. The 1st place getting the win is Spacey. Then 2nd place, the number 8 of Kyle Busch filling in for Grimmy. 3rd place, the number 5 of Driz. 4th place, Dave. 5th place, rounding out the top 5, the number 07 of Marlowe. Rest of the field, the number 22 of CD, the number 11 of Cardi, the 38 of Zane Smith, the 20 of Isaac, and the 47 of JDM, rounding out your top 10. That's the first half of the point scores. And the number 71 of Brocky, 11th. 12th place, Todd Gillen. 13th place, Jeb Burton. 14th place, going to be the number 46 of Aurora. 15th place, going to be the 98 of Cup. 16th place, going to be the 31 of Justin Haley. 17th place, going to be the 21 of Zyler. 18th place, going to be the number 32 of Dino, Hughes, and Ski Racer, technically. And then 19th place will be the number 3 of Zach. And 20th place will be the number 56 of Chris. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, that is your top 20. That is going to be scoring points. Jan will be disqualified after a game glitch that causes him to have a very stupid speed glitch. I really hate that Auto Club does that a lot. I really should try to change the Auto Club track a lot. But sadly, ladies and gentlemen, that's how the cookie crumbles. But hopefully he gets a win without having to cheat later on in the season. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to me. I'm trying to hit 250 subscribers, trying to gain more subscribers as well, trying to post a lot more too. And make sure you subscribe to Iris. Join the Iris Discord server down in the description. I know I didn't plug it out all this race, but join it down below. I think I did plug it a little bit, but it's just not knowing. But the link is down there. Go ahead and join up Iris. If you want to join right now, well, by the time this race is over, you're going to want to try and find your way into D1, or else you're going to have to wait until season number 5 to make yourself into the goddamn series. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be seeing you, and hopefully I see you 2 more times this week. And the 2 races I am talking about are race number 4 and race number 5 for the season. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, that is your finishing results, and that is me signing off one last time. Once again, just going to say this, make sure you join the Discord down below, so that way you can see the Sim Series as it's happening late at night. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, it's 10:30 p.m. at night. I need to get some rest. Good night.